Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. So it seems that Will Smith may be the most recent celeb to become involved with the dramatization with Diddy. I mean, we're discussing the new ruler himself here, which sounds totally wild, yet obviously spending time with Diddy accompanies its own arrangement of difficulties. You can't be chilling with Satan and not get a little fiendish yourself, and props to Jamie Foxx for apparently shouting out regardless of whether it implies getting down on an individual industry pal. As per Jamie, the Will Smith we see on screen probably won't be a similar person in secret. It resembles there's this entire opposite side to him that we don't have the foggiest idea, and afterward there's the continuous hypothesis about Will Seek's inclination in spite of his drawn-out union with Jada Pinkett Smith. A few people have been addressing whether their relationship is only for show, concealing something completely different. For instance, he became involved with bits of gossip about dating his male co-star Dwayne Martin back in November 2023. A previous companion and collaborator of Smith, Bilal, spilled some significant tea during a meeting with YouTuber Tasha K. As per Bilal, he strolled in on Will Smith and Dwayne Martin getting dependent upon a few grown-up exercises in Martin's changing area. So I opened the entryway to the Dwayne changing area, and that is the point at which I see Dwayne in having butt-centric Will, and the dramatization doesn't stop. Reports likewise flow that Will's association with Dwayne Martin could play had an influence in the separation of Tisha Campbell, and Dwayne YouTube sensation Trisha Piss additionally chose to add her 2 cents, blaming Will Smith for purportedly causing her male artists to accomplish other things than simply dance. As per Trisha, these artists wound up in a few genuinely awkward circumstances, despite their desire to the contrary. Currently, we should rewind to 2016. The late entertainer Alexis Arquette guaranteed that Will Smith's ex, Cher Zampino, separated from him since she got Will in bed with one more man as per day. Today Mail Arquette spilled the tea in a now-erased Facebook post indicating that Jada Pinkett Smith could have her very own account to tell. In the expressions of Alexis, when Jada emerges as gay and her facial hair spouse concedes his most memorable marriage finish when she strolled into him overhauling his friendly benefactor Benny Medini. Then I will pay attention to them, and we should not disregard Will's manly relationship with Diddy. But rather, here's what reports have been whirling for a really long time about Diddy's sex inclination. Diddy's previous guardian, Gene, is known for dropping jokes about Diddy's life. As per Gene, Diddy once gave him a definitive entryway. Obligation, Eugene. Watch the entryway. Don't allow anyone to come through here. Little did Gene realize he'd observed Diddy and another man making a quick button leave. Jean claims he saw it with his own eyes. Likewise, do all of you review the 2022 Foundation grants when Will Smith out of the blue raged the stage and smacked Chris Rock? Well, think about who plunged in to make all the difference. In all honesty, Diddy, he attempted to chill things off and cause it to appear to be all chill and Chris. We're going to soul that like family at the gold party. Okay, yet right presently, we're continuing on with adoration. Everyone makes some clamor yet presently. The great Phoenix us humming with reports that their relationship may be something beyond a manly relationship. Word on the road is they may be engaged with some obscure stuff, like what went down with Bry Dark. How about we do a speedy summary on the secret encompassing Bry Shear's vanishing from the scene? Recall when he was shaking it on Domain, and everybody thought he was on the road to success to super fame post-Domain. Well, here's the tea diverts out his exit from the business wasn't precisely by decision. The Talk Factory is humming with murmurs that Bry Shear sought the old repudiate treatment from. In all honesty, Will Smith and Diddy, why you ask? Well, clearly Bry Shear asked for from their supposed oddity offs, and that didn't sit excessively well with the huge name, so signal the results and enter. The counteract culture. Bry Shear was in the business quicker than you can say Hollywood show now, assuming that you're considering the way that he got into this wreck. In any case, let me spread it out for you. Back in his high school days, Bry Shear encountered Charlie Mack, an ability chief specialist. Charlie, being the entertainer, he caught Bryer doing a tryout for Realm, and the buddy aced it. Handling the job, quick forward to Hollywood, with Charlie playing director and directing Bryer through the business labyrinth. Here's the kicker. Charlie wasn't any chief, he was the fitting. He had associations that could blow your mind connecting Bryer with the hotshots in Tinseltown, including, as a matter of fact, Will Smith. So Will and Bry Shear hit it off like a house ablaze at every turn, and might you at any point fault them? I mean, Bry Shear was it on Realm, and Will was a wide range of dazzled, so normally a mentorship dynamic kicked in, causing it to seem like the fantasy group in the making. I mean, who would have no desire to be guided by the new sovereign himself? Now this sounds like an awesome deal on paper. Yet you know how the maxim goes. Not all that sparkles is gold. So after Diddy and Will purportedly snagged Bryshire into these oddity offs promising to support his vocation. Consequently, after a couple of rounds of this unequivocal way of life, Bryshire had enough and quit viewing everything as a lot to bear. Currently, here's where the situation starts to get interesting. Bryer's choice to reduce most, if not all, connection with Diddy and Will came just before Domain wrapped up, leaving him jobless post-round. Bryer's life experienced a plunge. And at first, it seemed like he probably wouldn't have taken care of his popularity well. Yet the genuine kicker is the supposed aftermath with Diddy and Will, who, as per bits of gossip, were enraged that Brer thought for even a moment to leave. Supposedly, they didn't warmly embrace his flight and evidently made some things happen to boycott him from the business. Recall how Cassie spilled the tea about Diddy undermining her vocation when she attempted to leave, assuming the bits of gossip are to be accepted. Bryshire confronted a comparative destiny. Supposedly Diddy and Will demolished his profession as a type of retribution, and there are even murmurs that they purportedly utilized dangers to keep him quiet. At any point asked why Bryshire's vocation didn't take off, notwithstanding having elite coaches like Will Smith and Diddy. Well, the tales recommends they may be the ones who supposedly removed him from the spotlight. In any case, good. So after the Realm section shut, Bryshire chose to dunk his top ease into the music scene, dropping a few tracks that built up some forward movement. There were even plans for a visit underway. However, at that point, out of nowhere, things experienced a plunge. Airplay's dwindling, tryout callbacks evaporated, and he ended up being removed from the business. It resembled running into an unexpected stopping point, and the entire difficulty negatively affected Bryshire's psychological prosperity. The once calm person who came to LA with dreams is currently an alternate rendition of himself. The descending wind didn't stop there. Bryshire began wrestling with legitimate difficulties, and in July 2020, an upsetting occurrence unfolded. A lady ran into the roads looking for help, professing to be Shire's significant other. She affirmed that he had been forceful, putting his hands on her and, in any event, gagging her until she dropped by. The showdown was ignited by allegations of unfaithfulness. This lawful tempest landed Br with major accusations of crime, disturbance, wrongdoing, and sloppy, unfortunate behavior. He, in the end, took a blameworthy request for the aggressive behavior at home charge, scoring a 10-day stretch in the district prison and a 3-year probation sentence. Insiders are presently pointing fingers at Diddy and Will, asserting they're purportedly the planner of Bryer's ruin, as Brer apparently hears more accounts of others venturing forward against Diddy. He's chosen to join the chorale, supposedly damaged by the reputed freak-offs. He's standing up, stating that the repercussions has tormented him for a really long time, and reports are saying that he is documenting a whooping $50 million claim against Diddy, and Will. It appears as though Brer is prepared take his story to the bleeding edge, considering those he accepts liable for his life's disentangling responsible. Now Brer isn't the solitary officer here. YK Wire Iris is venturing into the spotlight with a claim that is focusing a totally different light on Diddy, and let me let you know, it's not. This one doesn't include Will Smith yet. Trust me, it's similarly as stunning, while possibly not more terrible. The insane part is that the signs were there from the start. We didn't come to an obvious conclusion, so there's been this waiting gossip about Osiris cozying up to Diddy, causing a stir, and starting a wide range of inquiries concerning what was truly happening in the background. Murmurs on the roads implied that Osiris could have been something beyond a rising star. He was purportedly Diddy's Don Juan, his little plaything in the business. Osiris burst onto the scene in 2018 with the platinum hit Valentine and acquired himself an arrangement with Def Jam Records. Yet here's where it gets fascinating. His collection under the mark didn't exactly raise a ruckus around town, and he thought of himself as dropping in 2022 anyway. Osiris had a few stunts at his disposal during his time at Jam. He organized like a genius and landed himself smack in the center of Diddy's internal circle. Some even murmured that he arrived on Diddy's bed, even in the wake of getting the boot from Jam, because of the need for bunch collection deals. Osiris proceeded with his manly relationship with Diddy. At first, we thought Diddy was playing coach in the music game. You realize, as he did with Brer, assuming you get my meaning of individuals. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.